the show begin. Next generation for the win. We're going all in. All together now, let's begin. Let the show begin.
Sabrina and Elena. Apparently, Sabrina was 16.
Yes, that's correct.
And Elena was 14 when they launched this social enterprise. I want to ask them how old they are now, because they still look 16 and 14. But tell us what inspired you to start Saab Shares.
So growing up, our parents never pressured us to pursue a particular career, but they would always remind us that whatever path we'll choose, our presence in this world should make a difference, and that really shaped our mindset. So every Sunday, our parents would take us to outskirts of Jakarta to hand out necessities for those in need. And that really exposed us to a different side of reality, that there are so many people who are less fortunate than us. And so my sister and I decided to do something. So we wanted to help people who had not been helped. So every week after school, we would visit marginalized communities, landfill site, illegal housing under the highways, and even areas along the train tracks. And we want to try to get to know the people there. And it was really shocking to see families live in such small space together with chickens, children who had not showered for weeks, and mother with bruises all over her body. And we tried to figure out the stories behind that. And it was really challenging because two very shy, introverted girls trying to talk to the families there and trying to convince the mothers to allow their children to go to school. Because most of the children there were not allowed to attend school.
Right. So Elena,
Yes.
is she a very bossy older sister?
I can't say she's bossy, but she's a perfectionist. And I think we complement each other like yin and yang.
Yeah.
Right, but you went in there when you were 14, right? And so how did that impress you? I mean, you were 14, she was 16. Did you do it because she told you to?
Well, I think we are born from the same family. So we are born from the same parents. And our parents instill values of empathy, of helping others. And I think that inspired us both because they lead by example.
Yeah.
Right.
They would bring us to see the other side of the world. And that was what inspired us. And it turned into a calling as well.
Yeah.
Right. And did the people in the villages, I mean, the communities, did they look at you two very strangely and say, what are these two rich, spoiled girls coming here doing? Did they give you that vibe, and how did you overcome that barrier?
Of course, we once got kicked out of the area, and we got scolded by one of the mothers just because we want to provide free education for her son. She said that we are wasting her son's time. But finally, she realized that we are here for good. We wanted the best for her son. And I think there is a language that everyone understands, the language of kindness. So in the end, they appreciate everything.
All right, actually we have a writer in the room. I think Luke is here, and Luke actually interviewed both of you for a separate project, actually. And what he said to me was his impression of you changed from, okay, these are two definitely rich kids, soon became, oh wow, they really roll their sleeves up and get things done. So that's fantastic. So what are you actually doing? How are you getting things done? Give us an update of the programs that we can help support.
So our aim is to reduce poverty through 3 pillars: education, health, and women empowerment. First, education. We have scholarship programs as well as 28 free-of-charge schools for underprivileged kids across Indonesia. And our focus is character building and skill training. Our aim is to raise a generation that are not just intelligently smart, but also intelligently wise. And second is healthcare. We provide essential support for children with terminal diseases. We conduct health and eye screenings in underserved communities, and we improve child nutrition in marginal areas. So Hoon, in all our free schools, we ensure that our kids receive nutritious meals. And for these kids, it's the only nutritious meals that they have access to. And I will never forget the day I learned that most of the parents were asking their kids to bring back home the eggs that we provided them so that they could share it with the whole family. I mean, it's such a humbling reminder of the impact that we can make, not only for one child, but for the whole family. And last but not least, we have empowerment program. We have training centers for underprivileged women, and we give them the chance to learn and develop skills based on their interests. We also have social enterprise called Genggam, created to empower underprivileged women in Jogja, providing them with a sustainable source of income, and profit goes back to support our free schools across Indonesia. And one story that always touches me is that our artisans, they managed to send their kids to university. Seeing these mothers who once struggled to make ends meet, finally being able to give their kids opportunities that used to seem impossible, it's really incredible.
Yeah.
It's proof that when we empower, we uplift the whole community. And that is what Saab Shares is all about. Here at Saab Shares, we are not just changing individual lives, but we are fostering a generation that will create a ripple effect of positive change.
So passionate, so passionate. And I actually want to tell you about Genggam, which is I've got their bags, and I got to say that they're absolutely beautiful. They make beautiful
Thank
corporate
you.
gifts. There are some examples out there in the booth. So whenever you're thinking about corporate gifts, think about corporate gifts that actually go back straight into the community. So just a quick slide to show what we are raising funds for tonight. We're raising funds through a lot of experiences that we've collected. You know, I'm sure it's amazing experiences. We're raising funds through talent performances. We've got some incredible talent coming up, and they've just absolutely volunteered. But this is what we're raising for tonight. And so I hope that you will give generously. You will speak the universal language of kindness with us. And we know that we are here to travel, but we're here also to do good.
Yeah.
So please, thank Elena and Sabrina for their passion. And let's support them tonight.
Thank you so much.
Terima kasih. Terima kasih.
Right, they're ready now. Let the show begin. Next generation for the win. We're going all in. Take center stage now. Let's begin. Let the show